I have a speech prepared for him, and I will go ahead and read it. But before then, MSMEs are very critical in Nigeria. That is, micro, small, and medium enterprises are very critical in Nigeria. When we talk about developing the economy, when we talk about diversification, when we talk about creating jobs and so on and so forth, it's towards the micro, small, and medium enterprises that we look onto. So whatever that we need to do to support this critical subsector, to enhance their productivity, so that we can achieve what we need to achieve as a nation, it is always worthwhile. And today's event is one of those critical initiatives that is expected to empower the MSMEs to achieve what they need to achieve. Of course, for an average small business person, if you ask about the major, or what somebody will call the best challenge, or the best problem confronting the MSME, the person will readily tell you is money. Where is the money? And I'm sure all of you will agree. Where is the money? But from my experience in smedan, interacting with small businesses and other stakeholders, we find out that access to finance is critical. It's a major challenge, but it's not the be-all and end-all. From my experience, we find out that if you have all the money, but you don't have the skills to manage the money will fritter away, and then you have achieved nothing. Secondly, if you have all the money and have all the skills, and if you don't have an off-taking arrangement, that's the market, you have also achieved nothing. So that is why we say, apart from money, skills and the market is very, very critical. And the function of today is targeted at that issue of access to markets. And that is why it is very, very important that we support this initiative to make sure that it works, because it will enhance the productivity of small businesses, enhance their sustainability and also profitability. And that is what we are talking about, so that each and every one of us will have one thing or the other to do to achieve the MSME subsector of our dream. Based on that, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me go to this prepared speech of my Director General. This is a welcome address presented by my DG, Omaru Diko Rada, PhD, on the occasion of the formal launch of an MSME web platform today at the RMRDC Abuja. It is indeed with great joy and delight that I welcome you to this formal launch of a portal, an innovative platform on e-marketing for MSMEs. The platform will enable entrepreneurs to deliver their products and services in a seamless and timely manner, especially made in Nigeria products and services in areas such as business directory, bulk SMS services, and online advertisement services. I'm elated because MSMEs can now have a platform for accessing local, regional, and global markets for the development of the subsector in Nigeria. I therefore wish to express my profound gratitude to the organizers of this event, AKG GLOBAL Multi-Services Company Limited, and all other stakeholders who contributed in one way or the other to make the dream of today a reality. In order to institute a robust policy framework for MSMEs in Nigeria, the first ever national policy on MSMEs was developed by the agency in collaboration with the African Institute of Applied Economics, the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, and other stakeholders in 2007. The policy was reviewed and subsequently approved by the Federal Executive Council on Wednesday, 13th May 2015. The policy was publicly presented at a colorful event held on 19th May 2015 at the prestigious Nikon Luxury Hotel, Abuja. Going forward, we intend to present this document to all relevant stakeholders across the geopolitical zones and states to ensure their complete buy-in and support for a seamless implementation of the policy for the benefit of MSMEs in Nigeria. For the implementation framework of this policy, we have what we call the National Council on MSMEs, that is headed by His Excellency the Vice President. This was launched in 2014 and relaunched this year, April 27, 2017. It has about 22 members drawn from both the private and public sector of the economy. And at the state level too, we have what we call the state councils and MSMEs. Right now, about 14 states have inaugurated their councils, and the council at the state level is expected to generate and drive the development of MSMEs at the state level. And then if there are issues emanating from the state level, they can now transfer it to the national level where it will be conclusively and satisfactorily attended to. As you may be aware, the agency, in collaboration with the National Bureau of Statistics, conducted the baseline national MSME survey in 2010, where we found out that there are about 17.3 million MSMEs, employing about 32.4 million persons, and contributing about 46.54% to nominal GDP. Subsequently, in 2014, the agency, also in collaboration with the National Bureau of Statistics, conducted another national MSME survey, which revealed interesting and outstanding results. The results of the 2013 national survey showed, among others, that there are about 37 million MSMEs, employing about 59.7 million persons, which represents about 84.02% of the labor force in Nigeria, contributing about 48.47% to GDP and 7.27% to exports.
All other protocol observed. My name is Hajia Aisha Kabir Gaya. I'm the Managing Director of AKG Global Water Services Company Limited. In the era of internet technology, there is nothing more important than owning a business online. Indeed, the internet has made the impossible possible, because the world is now linked together as a global village with access to information on anything or anyone on the web. AKG Global is today very happy to launch the NEMEP portal, which serves as a tool to support businesses online as e-stores. The portal is specifically designed to give women, youth, and the MSMEs a chance to train and become vendors, e-marketers, business owners on this platform. AKG Global is a professional multi-service company that provides a broad range of services and solutions in digital marketing, training, consultancy to businesses of all sizes and in all sectors worldwide. The National E-Marketing Entrepreneurship Program, NEMEP, is a project initiated by AKG Global in partnership with the Small Medium Enterprise Development Agency of Nigeria, smedan. The NEMEP multi-vendor e-marketplace with business directory and bulk SMS portal was also designed by AKG Global for the successful implementation of the project. NEMEP portal is hosted on a dedicated server for 2 years with SSL security certificate. The aim of NEMEP is to provide digital marketing skills to millions of Nigerian youths and MSMEs with a target of boosting Nigeria's economy and creating job opportunities. The mission of NEMEP is to promote a knowledge-based economy by creating ICT awareness through capacity building. The vision of NEMEP is to train 2 million Nigerian youth and MSMEs in the next 2 years on digital marketing skills across the country. The target of NEMEP is to register and verify over 30 million MSMEs, providing them with ICT business support services through the NEMEP e-marketplace, business directory, and bulk SMS. This will be achieved through the digital marketers. The goal of NEMEP is to support the growth of the MSMEs through innovation. AKG Global Activities and Achievements. The National Information Technology Development Agency. We made a presentation to the Department of Information Technology and Infrastructure Solutions, ITIS, NIDA. NIDA has the role to develop information technology in the country through regulatory standards, guidelines, and policies. It is also the clearinghouse of all IT projects and infrastructural development in the country. In this regard, the management sees it as very important to provide a complete cybersecurity for the NEMA portal and also to provide 700 ICT centers across the country to facilitate the digital marketing training. Consumer Protection Council, CPC. We had an official meeting with the Consumer Education Department of CPC. The management of CPC were happy and willing to key into the NEMA project based on their mandate, which is to protect the interest of the consumer on the NEMA portal. They accepted to send a resource person to enlighten the beneficiaries about the mandate of CPC. Standard Organization of Nigeria, Public Relations Department. We engaged the Director of the Public Relations Department. He said SON will be glad to work with AKG Global and to make sure all products that stream on the NEMA portal meets its standard. The management of SON will be sending a resource person to enlighten the training participants about the standardization of products and also how the digital marketers can access the services of SON based on its mandate.
And all other related organizations, the invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I was not expected to speak. I came here simply to support my wife on trying to see if she gets herself involved into a business. Maybe she wants to be the lady Alibaba. It's interesting to encourage people who are willing to work hard and be self-reliant. So, she brought the idea to me. Initially, I was not interested because I'm not digital, I'm analog. And with the things going on, we realized that even for us to campaign, we have to go digital to get more number of people. So because of that, I started getting small interest into her business. So the whole thing in life is how you move and what you are willing. Once you are determined anything in life, pass the determination. I don't want to go into this digital presentation, but for me, I know you have to be determined. I was working hard to be determined to be a politician. I'm an actor by profession, but I found myself to be a politician. But it's good to be a professional in politics than a professional politician. Professional in politics is that if there's any problem, you fall back into your profession. And at least your profession supports you. But a professional politician is somebody who lives on politics and could do anything to survive on that politics. Corruption, whatever, he must survive as a politician. So that's the difference between having a professional politician and then professional in politics. So I'm happy to be professional in politics. I need to say, I just want to say thank you very much for all the support the media have been giving this organization. I would also want to thank all of you who are here. I mean, it's just a goodwill message. I would like to thank Engineer Edwin Okapo. I think I'm getting more mobilization or interest in these digital things. The only thing I wanted to ask Edwin is that he's doing two things at a time. He's giving us lectures, at the same time he's doing an exercise. I wanted to know how many kilometers he do by lecture, but the way it's moving up and down, I wanted to know. So that is interesting. I thank you very much for being here, and Your Excellency, you're welcome. That's a very good friend of, I don't want to introduce her, the MC will introduce her. But she's very much welcome, and but surprise DG, you are the only man on this side. I think that we'll have to complain now. This is more than 35% affirmative. I believe so. So I hope and pray that those who are willing to learn more should be available at the tomorrow's lecture, and this afternoon lecture, and then tomorrow's lecture too. I believe to be very much dedicated. I think I will ask Mr. Edwin to do a special lecture later on for me, or to come for training, so that I can encourage Madam and the rest of this. I told that anybody interested to run a business, I would certainly support to be on his own. But it's better to be proud of who you are and who your parent was or is. Because your parents struggle to be what he is. So you shouldn't be dependent on who your parent is. You should be dependent on who we are. And we're proud of what we are. We're also proud that our parents were great and they encourage us to be what we are today. We should also encourage our children to be what they should be. So thank you very much for being here. God bless everybody is here. And I'm proud of you.
Members of the High Table, other representatives of other organizations, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is, it's afternoon already. Alright, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jennifer Aburi. I'm from the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Development Finance Department. We want to thank you all for this opportunity, smedan, and even to AKG GLOBAL. Just want to thank you for this opportunity, and also thank you for this very great initiative. I tell you, times are changing, everything is changing, and if you really want to be your best, you really need to align yourself to the times. I'll give a quick example. I have a younger brother who just a few months ago decided to go into photography. He said, after working for some months, there were some times he had little problems with paying of salaries, and he stayed 1 month, 2 months, and looking up to borrowing, and he began to think, is this how my life will be? Does that mean after 2 or 3 months they don't pay salaries? All will just be lost, I'll be looking up and down. And he just thought, okay, what is it that I can do very well, or what is it that I love to do? And then he thought about it, photography, someone, even right from small, he liked to snap and all that. So he decided to get a mentor. Our presenter here was talking about mentorship. Very important. He got someone who, they were schoolmates, but who picked up the photography very early and had really gone so far. He went to him, spoke with him and all that, reduced the price, and he started getting money, getting cameras and all that. And not too long ago, this thing I'm telling you about, through this digital marketing, he just pasted his the few things he had done, online. And surprisingly, he got a call from one organization like that and told him, look, we have a program every end of the month, every last Saturday of the month. Could you just come and take our pictures? Apart from every other expenses they will take care of, at least he gets 30,000 every month. This was someone who just began. So I tell you, I really want to encourage us here to take advantage of what we are hearing here. I've really learned a lot. It's been inspiring. I've really learned a lot, and I want us to take advantage. It said that what you don't use, you lose. So I'll really employ us to take advantage of this initiative. The CBN, just briefly, we have, how many of us have heard of the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Fund here? Okay, maybe not all of us. The CBN has different schemes and interventions, airline, infrastructure, real sector, But what will be really useful for us here is the Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Fund. And usually we don't deal with people directly. We deal with what we call participating financial institutions. And for the MSMEDF, it was launched sometime in 2013 because we saw the gap, we saw the role of SMEs in Nigeria and what, they are the ones who, the engines driving force for the economy. And CBN decided to fill in this gap. It was such a special one. We started sometime in 2014, and I tell you, we've had opportunities to go out there to monitor projects and see the lives of people really being changed. The scheme, like I said, we go through participating financial institutions. We have different categories. We have the microfinance bank, deposit money banks, finance companies, cooperatives, even the cooperatives and the NGO MFIs. And the objective is just to channel cheap funds for people like you and me, very cheap funds at affordable interest rates. They give to the institutions at 2%, and then they own lend at a maximum of 9%. We have different activities, the agriculture, we have artisans, the agri value chain, right from the farmer down to the market woman who even sells palm oil. We have manufacturing and its value chain, the artisans, cottage industries, and what have you. So many of these opportunities that we have. And then we give at maximum of 9%. I bet you can't find this anywhere. Do we have anyone with any other defense story or something cheaper? So I think CBN has done well. We cannot do everything, but we try, the best we can. And I tell you, so many lives have been reached out. The fund itself is earmarked, 60% has been earmarked for women, because we found out that so many times women have been, yes. And so it's really been encouraging. We find out cooperatives come and they send beneficiary names of all 100% women, and we see their lives really change. So once again, we want to thank you for this opportunity and say thank you to smedan and say thank you to AKG Global for this very great initiative. And I know that as many of us here take advantage of this opportunity, I know we'll go places. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm welcome. Nigerian Export Promotion Council, as you know, is a federal government agency charged with the responsibility of promoting non-oil exports. And when it was established, it was charged with 4 key mandates. One of it is to diversify the economic base of the country, to also assist in the development of export-oriented industries. We are also to create and develop export incentives. Also, we are to carry out export policies and programs of the federal government. And while we do this, MSMEs is taken as the flagship of our activities. We have done so many things to promote the activities of MSMEs in Nigeria. And presently, we have some programs targeted at developing MSMEs. One of it is called Zero to Export. This is a program that is designed to train people who have zero knowledge in export development activities. We have employed services of consultants that will come and train all those who have no single knowledge in export activities. It's to train them from zero level up to the level of export readiness. We also have what is called Women in Export. It's also a capacity building program designed to promote and develop women-based entrepreneurs in Nigeria. It will interest you to know that all our training all our capacity building exercises are free, and we are requesting all of you to key into our website so as to know the latest training that is going on in Nigerian Export Promotion Council. We have so many other things that we use to develop the activities of MSMEs. We organize foreign trade fairs, where we mobilize Nigerian MSMEs to participate in foreign international trade fairs. And when we do this, we have so many things, so many benefits for the MSMEs. One of these is that we give flight rebates. When we mobilize you to participate in foreign trade fairs, by the time you come back, Nigerian Export Commission Council is going to give you 50% of the flight rebate. If, for example, you have paid 100,000 as your flight ticket, well, by the time you come back, we'll give you back pay 50,000. And when we are there, we make sure that we hire an interpreter for you if the place is a non-English speaking country. We also pay per video for you. We freight your exhibits to and fro at our expense, and so many other things that we do. So in a nutshell, Nigerian Export Promotion Council is there to promote MSMEs, and that is one of the reasons why we are here today, and we continue to promote anything that is MSME. Thank you very much.
You can do business on the NEMEC portal. Yes, that is how I see it. People can use their Android phones to do the business. Yes.
Okay, so beyond the, like you said, not using the system, the processes are not that cumbersome. Have you taken steps to try and see that? Because even with the Android, many people just receive calls and drop it. So we're looking at the issue of education. About whether you look at that also as part of ensuring that people harness this portal.
Yes, the thing is, definitely if you know how to operate your phone, you can be able to register on your phone and operate the NEMEC portal, because I've tried it myself on my own phone. So anybody can do it, yes. Yeah. As long as you have trained to do it, you can do it on your phone, yes.
One major challenge of
MSMEs. Yes.
The issue of different registration.
Yes. And going through registration through the different parastatals, we've been discussing, like, if it is possible, we want to create a system whereby they will just register for all these departments at a go, just one single touch on the phone. It should give them that ability to register on the phone. That is what we've been discussing. We've thought of that too.
You also talked about something in your speech about tax.
Yes.
Tax is a major challenge.
Yes.
And when FIRA says that a lot of people don't pay tax,
yes,
it's because the tax bill they are giving is so much.
Yes.
Have you made any effort? What are you putting in place to ensure that these people that will come on board the business will not go down because of taxation?
What I cannot say anything about tax because I'm not an FRIS staff, so I don't know how they are going to go about that. But all I know is that they wished us to give them the data of people that have registered on the portal so that they can follow them up about the tax issue. But it's not in my area to talk about how they control tax or how big the tax is or whatever. It's not my line. Yes, I can't determine that for them.
Okay, so in the short, in summary, how would this help MSMEs improve or get better in terms of now reaching out?
The portal will help them in that they will now be able to have outside reach, outside Nigeria. They can have an outside reach about their products, how they can market their products. And if an individual or a marketer doesn't know how to operate on the portal, or doesn't know how to do it on his Android phone or whatever, we have put training in place for vendors. That is people that know how to operate the portal, so that they can come to them and then they will help them market their products on the e-stores. So even if you don't know how to do marketing on online, we are training some youth that will be doing that, and then they will be helping you to manage your store, and they'll be helping you to manage your products and your sales. We are even going to train some of them to be marketing products not only within Nigeria. We are going to help some of them to learn how to do what we call affiliate marketing, so that they can have market from outside Nigeria. If anybody is looking for any other item that they don't know where to get it in Nigeria, they can now talk to them as affiliate marketers to give them information about where they can get those products. So that is another line that we are taking apart from the e-stores. We are training affiliate marketers too. You can see them on the other side of the hall. They are all coming from AKG. They are going to train to be vendors. Yes.
Have your name and your designation.
Okay. My name is Hajia Aisha Kabir Gaya. I am the Managing Director of AKG Global Multi-Service. Thank you.
Senator, I know you are here not in the capacity of using the change and all of this, but how important also is it that we support or let Nigerians understand that they must move with what is happening in the global trend?
Well, first of all, the issue of global marketing is very, very important. And this time, because of digital technology, people are bound to want to expand their business as fast as possible. And the easiest way to expand their business fast is to go into internet marketing. And with this issue, and you see, just like the AKG, they have a portal whereby it looks like they're having to have a big shop, and then a shopping mall, and then all those other infrastructure linked to that website, which is like a shop in a shopping mall, like the Alibaba is one of the world's the largest promoter of businesses goods to sell. So we are trying to have this in Nigeria, and I think we had to start this. It's encouraging, and I want all the Nigerians who have business to advertise on this portal to help them greatly expand their business. So I think it's a good initiative, and I should encourage people on that. And this is a leading. She's operating for the house, has an office now, and they're going to transfer.
All right, sir. Many of us in Abuja have privy to some of these trainings because this is Abuja, but you don't stand for about 35 other states, that also need these kinds of. So how can we also get the state governors, other?
Well, AKG Global is planning to go all over the states of the federation. You can see that the first lady of the state is also here, so which means it has already attracted the state heavily, and she's from Kano, so Kano will support her, and many other various states of the federation. So it's good to start from the center. And one of the things that will go around enlighten people to that standard. And global business, I think, global network, business of global network helps to stay at home and make money. I think I agree with the saying of one of the people one of the third richest people on the world that say, you have to have business that will bring you money while you are sleeping. Otherwise, you will die walking. I think I agree with the people in that aspect. So the only way you can get money coming in,
let's put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him. Thank you very much, sir.
It's only on digital.
This will be taken a good message also from Son.
Thank you.
This man.
You're going to work to get paid, all right? You don't spend that money. You invest it. You invest your money. If you go to work and they pay you, that money is called gold. You don't spend gold. You invest gold. And then gold, the proceeds of gold is called silver. You still do not spend the silver. You sell the silver and are you you still do not spend the silver. Because the silver will be used copper, bronze. You still do not spend the bronze. You sell the bronze, you invest the bronze to produce stones. Now, from the proceeds of your stones, you can now take care of your expenses. But most people will take care of their expenses from their labor money. So you're going to be making money, all right. But you don't spend it, invest it. So you're doing two things at the same time. Business and what? Investment at the same time. Just like you have two eyes, one side. One year. So if you're going to work alone and then you're not investing, that means every day or every month you still return back to where you started and then you don't have anything to show for. And this used to happen to me several years ago. Make a lot of money, but I couldn't account for it at the end of the year. So I began to invest. Now the last one is called mentorship. Now, mentorship, write it down. Mentorship is the legal shortcut to success. Mentorship is the legal shortcut to success. Now, people say there's no shortcut to success. It's a lie. I found one for mentorship. Now, tell people this. If you know where you're going, the journey is short. If you know how to get there, the journey is shorter. But if you found someone who's been there before, the journey is what? Shortest. If that person decides to take you by hand and take you there, you're there already. You know that? Mentorship. Now, someone I respect so much, he was trained in JP Morgan Chase Bank. He told a story. He said that they realized when he was working in the United States that every month they were recording about 13,000 millionaires, 10 millionaires. That means in the month of January, fresh 13,000. In the month of February, March, fresh 13,000. 10 millionaires. So they carried a research. They found out that they had over 4,800 mentoring units in the United States. That means people that have become successful in their business will take these people by hand, show them exactly the process they do. These young people will get exactly the same result. So they were turning out 10,000 every month. That's not what we have in Nigeria. We'll have more of that.
1,000.
A mentor lays down his shoulder for you to climb to get to your destination. A godfather will climb on your shoulder to get to the destination. So mentorship is very, very important. So that's why in Nigeria I want to encourage you to find a mentor. Find someone, whatever it is you want to do, find someone that has been there before. Let that person mentor you. And you can get a result of 10 years, you won't ensure that. So ensure you invest in these 3 things. That would be nice. Nice. Alright, so today we've learned what social media marketing techniques, benefits of making marketing, principles of Facebook online business, the most powerful traveling techniques, and then 3 things you must invest in 2017. I said there are 3 components you need to become successful online. Alright? What's the first one? What? The second one is what? And the last one is what? Can you celebrate yourself? It's amazing. So I want to introduce to us the NEMEP portal. Alright. Website is www.nemep.com.ng. So it's the Nigeria's number 1 e-marketplace. Alright. That's why we're here as well, so that we can give you the opportunity. This amazing what is happening in Nigeria. Alright, so what is the purpose of this project? Right? Through our e-marketplace and business directory platform, we plan to launch and promote millions of Nigerian MSMEs online. We also plan to help create jobs and alleviate poverty or the suffering of Nigerian youths by upskilling Nigerian youths through digital training. This is what we stand for. This is our purpose. This is why we're here. Right? We want to launch millions of Nigerian businesses online. But before we can do that, we need to equip our youth to be able to come in and help these businesses come online. So what are the benefits to businesses in Nigeria? Number 1, we're exposing businesses in Nigeria to the global marketplace. Now, we are living in a global business right now. It's no longer optional to run a brick and mortar business because if you don't want to change, the change is here. Change is already happening. So if you refuse to change will change. I tell people, instead of trying to outrun the horse, if you cannot outrun the horse, why not jump on the horse? So we are giving opportunities for businesses to jump on the horse. So they will experience increased sales and boost of economic activities in the country. Of course, we are giving access to cheap advertising and professional appearance. A lot of businesses have found out that the reason why they want online, they don't know how to online. So we are giving opportunity for business owners. How many of us here, the business owner, you have a business? You're working for someone, it's amazing.
We have a very wide range of outline today to cover. Despite the limited time we have so much to cover, and I'll try my best to do justice to this. and I would want to crave your indulgence to actually give me an attentive ear. Because if you are going to be registering on the NAMEP portal, the reason why you will be doing that is because you want to make profit. And I'm going to be talking to you today on various ways you can engage the portal so you can actually make profit in your business. Hence, this session is very, very important. And I'll be covering a brief on the NAMEP portal. My colleague, Mr. Engineer Edwin Okafo, have actually done justice to that. The mobile marketing, social media, email, SMS, web, influencers and target marketing, customer relationship management, affiliate marketing, online marketing, and then image editing. Let me remind us that there will be a practical session about the portal tomorrow. Probably that's where the last session will be coming up, where we'll be taught how to actually edit images and pictures of our products that will be online or in the portal. Like I said earlier, doing business today in the 21st century and doing business in the 80s and 90s are very much parallel in comparison. That is the difference. You can't even match it. It's like someone traveling from here, from Abuja to Lagos. That's how wide it is. But sadly, most of us who run our private businesses and also work for the federal government, whether state government, or you are running your own private business, you still see us running our businesses as those existing in the 80s and 90s. And it's very, very sad. But by the end of this lecture today, this brief lecture, you will come on board with me through the help of the NAMEP portal into digital marketing, which is the marketing for the 21st century. The world has gone digital, and if you would ask me, the best and right way to go is to go where the world is going, and that's in the digital space. Now today I want to walk you through step-by-step procedures that will enable you to maximize this portal. Because it is said that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. A lot of you are going to be having shops on this portal, and you can have your shop there for years, and nobody is going to patronize you if you do not know how to go about it. And that's the one reason why this session is very, very important. Are we following? Thank you. Introducing the NAMEP portal, my colleague did justice to this. AKG Global have actually come up with a very interesting concept. I would liken it to your Jumia and your Konga that you already know that exist. But this is also very unique. How is it unique? In the sense that in Jumia or Konga, you actually can sell anything. Anything you can sell. But in this is actually carved out to promote certain sectors in the Nigerian economy. Ranges from agriculture, building, infrastructural development, and stuff like that. By tomorrow, when we go on to the practical session, you get to know more about it. Now let's begin with the first item on our list, which is social media marketing, which is an item on digital marketing. Now, social media marketing is actually the king of digital marketing, because everyone here, whether you like it or not, we are in one form of social media marketing or the other. Even without knowing it, you're already involved. A lot of us have over 5,000 friends in our Facebook. Twitter followers are counting up to 1,000. LinkedIn, YouTube, and even Instagram. But a lot of us, we actually are not monetizing these people, forgetting that these people, or these are our friends, are potential customers to that thing we want to sell. We are going to be learning on the social media marketing how to actually harness this huge contact database that you have on your phone, on your Facebook contact, to actually become your first point of call when you eventually start selling your product.